Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how to integrate Advanced Locomotion System version 3 with Character Interaction from the marketplace. So this video was requested by many people, so here it is. Okay, so we'll probably do it in three parts. Part 1 will be about preparing the character. Part 2 will be about making the engine blueprint, and Part 3 will be about copying the actual code from one character blueprint to another. So as you can see, here we have two assets in these folders, and I created the project with Advanced Locomotion asset first, and then just copied the folder interaction into this Advanced Locomotion project, basically, because it's easier for me to do this. So there are two approaches you can go into integrating these two assets. One is to copy everything from every code from ALS character blueprint into character interaction blueprint and character pawn blueprint, yeah, right? But we will do the opposite and copy everything from character interaction blueprint, character pawn blueprint into advanced locomotion character blueprint, because it's much easier, because character ILS character have a lot of variables here, and we need to copy all these variables in order to merge these two assets together. So it would be much easier to copy this character interaction pawn code into ALS code and into ALS character. A lot less variables to copy and stuff. So how do we do it? Let's prepare the character first. So let's open our character first, our mesh. So as you can see, ALS doesn't have any mesh at the moment, so we need to set it up. Let's see, this instance have a mesh which we can control. Yeah, so here's a mannequin. We need to place it in this spot here, and in order for it to work, so let's see, we need to copy all of the parameters, transform parameters, for it to be in the correct position. Let's do this. So one is 90, 92. Okay, and now the camera. The first person camera actually is not set up correctly, so let's set it up. Okay, so we need to copy these values. Okay, so this is minus 90, minus 90, and this one is 90. And in order for it to be on the head, we need to set it up here. Yeah. So with our camera, camera should be somewhere around here, but I don't see it. Let's see. Okay, where's the camera? Actually, let's see what it could be. Camera. Oh yeah, here it is. First person camera socket head. We need to place it in the same socket, because currently it was none. Okay, so it's now should be the same. Yeah, except for it's just moved somewhere. Because it should be 90 minus 90. Oh yeah, and it should be 0 here. Right, so that's the camera. Okay, now we need to set up the skeleton. And let's open up the skeleton of this mesh. This is ALS mannequin skeleton. And now let's open the skeleton. We don't need this anymore. So now let's open the skeleton from Character Interaction. It should be somewhere around here. Okay, where is the skeleton? So here it is. Okay, so here's the skeleton. So what we need to do first is to copy all of the sockets from this skeleton, which is Character Interaction skeleton, to LS skeleton. So let's copy it like so. This is a bone hand left. We need to find bone hand left. Where is it? Hand left, yeah. Okay. Another socket is weapon and itemer hand, and they are both in hand right. Okay, where's hand right? Here it is. Okay, hand right. Now, socket eyes in the head. I don't know if we need this, but hard. Okay, the sockets mech, holster, and target, and so forth. These three holsters are located in spine 03. Let's insert in spine 03 then. Okay. Now socket 1A hand holster, yeah. In tight L. And we have socket male holster in tight R. There we go. And socket char is located in pelvis. So let's find pelvis. There we go. Socket char. Okay, and I think that's all. Yeah, that's all the sockets we need. Yeah, so we don't need this skeleton anymore. Let's save our ALS skeleton and close it. Okay, that was a skeleton. Now, oh, by the way, we need to. Yeah, no, we don't need to. We need to choose the anim class here, and this would be. Let me see. This would be alias mannequin anim blueprint. So let's set it up. Actually, just use this. Okay. Okay, so now we need to copy all of the components from the character interaction palm into our RLS base character. So let's start from beginning and see what we have here. So we have mesh, and the mesh has got these meshes inside of it. So we need to copy all of this. Let's copy the secondary mesh, weapon mesh first. Okay, here it is. We need to rename all of this the same way it's named here in character interaction palm. Okay. The next one is holster. So next one is holster. Copy it and place it here. Let's rename it to holster. Okay, next item. Okay, we need to copy it first. Yeah, here it is. Let's rename it. Item. Air holster belts. Yeah, we need to place the item in the mesh. So next one is air holster belts. Let's put it up here and rename it to air holster belts. Next one is primary weapon mesh. Copy it. Actually, just copy it and paste it here. And rename it to the same name. Come on. Yeah. And now the holster to ash. And rename it to the same name again. Okay, that was the meshes. Now we need to set up the sockets for every mesh. So let's do this. So this one, let's put in a socket Mac holster, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Socket Mac holster. There it is. Oh, and we need to set up these transform locations accordingly, the same way it is made here in character found. So as you can see, there are 0, 0, 0. Now primary weapon mesh. Okay, socket 2H holster. Socket 2H holster. And again, 0, 0, 0, 0, yes, air holster belts, none. So this is not attached to the socket. I think this should be, no, yeah, we need to stop the transform rotation accordingly. Okay, next one is item. Item's got its a location, rotation, and it's attached to the socket item hand. So we need to do the same. I attach it to the socket item L hand. Yep, same as it's made here. Okay, so let's copy now the location and put it the same way. Now let's copy the rotation and put it the same way here. Okay, that one is set it up. Holster. Now the holster is attached to the pelvis. So let's do it. Let's attach it to the pelvis bone, and we need to copy the location again. And we need to copy the rotation again. I think the rotation is already, no, it wasn't correct. Okay, that was the holster. Now the secondary weapon mesh. The secondary weapon mesh is attached to socket 1H holster. Socket 1H holster. Okay, and the transform is the same. It's 0, 0, 0. Basically, just put it to 0. Okay. Yep. Now it's complete. Let's compile and let's save. Okay. Now let's see what else do we have here. So as you can see, the naming is a little bit different. This thing called T spring arm, and here it's called the camera boom. Let's just rename it to match the same name, and the the camera, third-person camera, is actually called the follow camera. So let's rename it to be the same again. That will help us a lot when we copy code later on. Okay, next thing, we need to copy this close combat trigger and insert it into our character. So it's called sphere. We need to rename it again to close combat trigger. Let's compile, and let's see, everything should be the same. Yeah, everything else should be the same. Okay, next one is character movement settings. We'll do it later. Let's copy the power noise emitter. Okay, the power noise emitter is copied. Yeah. Let's now copy. Okay. Yeah. Now let's set up the character movement first. So the character movement component should be set it up exactly the same as it's set up in the. Oh wait, no. Actually, it shouldn't be. I think it shouldn't be. Yeah. Because it's got these alias parameters, values, and stuff. So we don't need to touch this one for a while. Okay, let's don't touch it. So now we need to copy the weapon storage component. Let's copy it and paste it in our character with all these settings that we already have in the character pound. but the naming is different here, so we need to rename it to weapon storage. Okay, and all the weapon parameters should be copied because we just copied. Yeah. So now let's copy the primary weapon component. Primary weapon. Let's call the primary weapon again. Let's copy the secondary weapon component and do it again the same way. Okay. Secondary weapon is copied. Now let's copy the inventory. And just call it the inventory, not BP inventory. Okay. Now let's copy the health component and again paste it into the character. And the health component should be called just health. Okay. Now let's copy the interaction component. And call it interaction. Yeah. Okay, we're basically almost done here. Let's save. Yeah, all the components are copied and everything is the same as it is in the character path from interaction. So, okay, so far we've done with character setup. The next step would be to copy all of the variables here because, oh no, before we actually copy the variables, we need to set up interfaces and functions. Yeah, so let's do this. Yeah, before we actually set up the interfaces and functions, we need to copy the variables. So let's copy the variables first. Okay, let's see. So we don't need to copy functions yet, and don't need the interfaces yet, and the macros. Let's start with the variables, and we start with the event dispatchers, by the way, because we need the event dispatchers. So let's do the event dispatchers first on death, and let's see. Yeah. And the second one is on set current weapon. Okay, let's copy this one. So on set current weapon. Okay, let's compile and see. This on set current weapon have input, which is current weapon. So we need to do this. Let's make the input, copy, call it a current weapon, and choose this BP weapon component. So it's BP weapon component. Okay. Yeah, it looks the same. All right, compile. Let's check again the on dev dispatcher, and it seems to be okay. Yeah. Okay, let's save. That was the dispatchers. Now let's copy the variables. So we'll start with the my character variables. We don't need this. Component variables. We don't need this. Let's start with character location. Interaction transform. So let's copy this and create it. So we need to create we can't copy variables, so we need to create them and make them exactly the same as they are made in the character path, because that would help us a lot when we will be copying code later. All right. Okay, so interaction transform. This variable is transform. Let's do it. And let's put it in the category character location. Yep. Oh my god, here it is. Okay, that's not necessary, but would help us a lot. So let's do this. Now we actually have this interaction transform parameters here, and it's set to that z-axis 100. So let's do this the same way. Okay, now next variable is current transform, and it's just a transform variable. So let's do it. put it in character location. So we have also current rotation, variable rotation. And this variable is character. Okay, let's put the category first. And this variable is rotator. So we need to make it a rotator variable. All right, this is done. Next one. So these variables are done. So next one is control, base turn rate, base lookup rate. Do we need this? I don't think so. Let's check. Base lookup rate, base turn rate. I'm not sure if we need this, but let's copy them anyway. Float. It's a float and it's in control. Okay, this base turn rate is 45. I don't think we need them actually, but probably just copy them anyway. Rate control. And it's again 45. Yeah, so you basically need just to copy all of the variables from here to here. No, not a copy, but replicate them. So basically just do the same variables here, set it up in the same way, and sequence. So interaction animation, it's in the interaction category, and it's interaction animation interaction. What's the copy? Oh, it's anim sequence basically. Oh yeah, anim sequence. Yeah, anim sequence base. It's anim sequence base. Anim sequence base. All right, and it's empty. Yeah. So let's do another one, and this will be camera current game position. It's a vector. In the category camera, it's a vector. And next one is current camera FOV. It's the same category camera, and it's a float. Yeah. Okay, next one is aim camera offset. It's a vector. Oh, it's camera category. Okay. Oh yeah, it's got some default values, so we need to copy these too. Okay, next one. We're done with camera. The state one. Now let's copy the state bools. Let's copy the state bools, and it's a bool, and it's located in state category. Okay, default value is false, and now let's copy the aim, and it's again the state category. All right, now let's copy the second one. Let's actually the third one. Again, it's a state. Yeah, so you get the idea. You basically just need to copy all of these variables and set it up the same way it is set up here. By the way, I can see it's set up to true, as you can see here. So yeah, cangrip is dead. Now let's copy the is dead bool, and again this is the category state. Okay, next one is run. Okay, There we go. That one is finished. Cycle movement. Cycle movement. Do we need this? Normal direction speed. Probably we don't need this, but let's copy them anyway. Because as I said, they won't harm. You can always delete them later if you don't need them. If you want to use them. Okay. Normal direction. Vector. Yeah. The same. Okay. And speed. Instead of the speed, it's a float. And cycle movement. I don't think we use this cycle movement, but anyway. Next one. Next one is hood. And the HUD. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. HUD. It's a HUD widget. So let's put it up. It's a HUD widget. It's instant. Yeah, as you can see, this one is instance editable, and it's in category HUD. So let's compile this. Next one is bool weapon switch. It's a bool weapon. Okay. Next one is let's see. Oh, I've actually did something here. So next one is breeding multiply. Bool again and in category weapon. The next one is come on. Next one is crouch speed multiply. Let's open it up. And this one is a float. It's a float and category weapon. Oh, and it's yeah, as you can see, this one had value, so let's compile. Put this value in it. Okay, so next one. Okay, we're done with weapons. And basically, oh, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all the variables we had to copy. So we have all the variables now. The next part is to set up the interfaces. And let's open the class settings. Not the class settings, class settings, and add interfaces. So as you can see here, we have the interfaces we need to add to our Pound blueprint. So it's a weapon interface first. Next one is interaction interface. Let's add it. Interaction interface. Next one is status interface. Let's add status interface. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Next one is target interface. We need to add the target interface. Oh, it is. Yeah, there it is. Let's compile and save. So now we have all of the interfaces we need, and we need to set them up. But before we actually set them up, we need to set up, I think, the macroses first. Let's do this. So we need to copy the macroses to our ALS character blueprint. So let's do this. We'll start with the map. Okay, so there is one macros that's using the same name we already have in ALS character base, so we need to rename it to something like whatever movement input M, for example, would work. Okay, let's see how it's set it up. Okay, so it's got the movement forward vectors and okay, so let's do this. So let's just check if it's in the state category. So let's put it in the state category. Now let's check. Let's copy this now, and this will be the output value. Okay, it's called input press. Let's rename it to input press. So we need to get a movement forward vector and move right vector. So let's get these vectors. But these vectors are returning warning for us because they don't exist in the ALS-based character, and actually they don't exist anywhere. So ALS-based character uses his own vectors. I mean the naming for his own vectors, and it's a bit different. So let's see. We have a movement, move forward and move right. So we don't have move forward and right, but we have the move right and left vector, and we can just use this vector to both of these both of these values. Yeah. Okay. So let's compile. Okay. So we set up these macros. Let's see. Yeah, that one is done. Let's go to next one. Next one is there macros. So let's set it up. Like so, and it returns the there boolean. It's in the state category, by the way. Let's do the same again. Okay, compile. Next one is interaction, but can interrupt. Let's add this macros. And copy this code. And return value is bool is called is there. Okay, so let's put it in the state category as well. Okay, next one. Next one is weapon macroses. We have a few weapon macroses here, and let's see. Set char weapon anim, which is targeting blueprint interface. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, let's add this set char weapon anim macros like so. Okay, anim instance. Okay, this is a function anim which returns anim blueprint for us. We don't have this function yet. Let's basically. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's actually create this function because otherwise we will have because alias base character uses its own. We actually have its own macros for this purpose. But which is called. Let me see. It's called anim instance, by the way. Yeah. But we can use it, but it's better to create this function. It would be much easier when we copy the rest of the code. So let's create this function. So where it is, it should be somewhere in the cast anim instance function. Let's just create this quickly. We already have this anim instance name, so we have to kind of rename it to something like anim instance m, for example. So this function is pure cast and cast category, and it's basically returning us anim instance for mesh. Let's do it like so, and actually no, we need to copy this return node as well because it's returning the node, returning the value for us. Okay. Okay. So what do we have here? Yeah, fine. And now we can set up these macros a bit easier. Okay, so let's see. Let's set weapon char. Okay, let's copy this here. Yeah, we don't have this function anyway. But you know what? We can use this function, but let's just use the interface anyway. It would be much easier for us. No, not the interface, the macros would be much easier for us to use it anyway, because we won't be able to use this function. The same name is already taken. So let's do this just first, and we need to connect it to target, obviously, and put this to the inputs. Okay, so let's see. what we have here. We have the execute. Oh yeah. This. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Character weapon anim struct, and that's it. Okay, that's macros to set it up. Next one, equip condition. Yeah, by the way, this macros char weapon is located in this category weapon. It's not necessary, but will help later. Anyway, let's do the equip condition macros. Just copy all of this code and put it to the output. Let's see, it's boolean, category weapon. Yeah, so we have this current weapon value, and it's BP weapon. So we need to create this variable because it wasn't created for some reason. It's instance editable, by the way. So let's do this as well. Okay. Everything else seems to be fine. Let's compare. Yeah, everything is fine. Okay, next one. Equip condition, change weapon. So let's create a macros change weapon. And what we have here, set current weapon. Oh yeah, it uses a macro set current weapon and set char weapon anim. We don't have the macro set current weapon, so let's create it first. Set current weapon macros. Okay, there it is. Okay, it uses this function. Okay, let's try to copy this. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. Okay, let's connect all the pins. Yeah. Okay, this one is called current weapon. And what we have here, let's see. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. Yeah, it seems to be fine. Yeah, except that we need to put it in the weapon category. Okay, next one. Oh, so next one. This one was a change weapon macros. The next one will be let's see, change weapon. Find equip weapon. Equip condition. Yeah, find equip weapon. Let's do this one next. Let me wait a second. Current weapon. Weapon. Oh yeah, this was a set current weapon macros that we made here, and I named it wrongly. Set current weapon. So this one should be called set current weapon. Yeah. Now let's create a new macros and call it change weapon. So this one will be using. So let's see, change weapon using this code. Basically, just need to copy it here. Yeah, and as you can see, the macroses are missing because macroses can be copied for some reason. Okay, never mind. Let's see what we have here. So let's put it in the weapon category anyway. Okay, so we need to add this macros. Actually, let's add this set current weapon macros first. We already have it here. So let's connect pins. This pin will be called weapon, by the way. inputs. This input would be called weapon. Let's connect it. Let's see what we have. Set current, set char weapon anim. So let's set char weapon anim here. That macros is okay. Let's connect the dots. Our main pins. Yeah, but do this to connect this and I think that's it. Yeah, pretty much it. Okay, yeah, this macro is fine. All right, next one. Find a grip weapon. Next one is find a grip weapon. So let's do this first. Okay, it's a big one. Let's connect. Oh, let's connect the pins. Okay. So we have a weapon name. This one will be weapon name. This is one. This one is called execute for some reason, but whatever. Anyway, let's put it in the weapon category. Okay. So what do we have here? Target weapon struct. Okay. That should be fine. Let's connect this here and here. And we need this condition. We need this bull here. And we need the weapon. Sorry. So, yeah, this one should be. Oh, what did I read? Yeah, this one should be like so. Okay, so they have some names here. Weapon found. Weapon not found. It's false. By the way, weapon. This one is weapon, and the return value of boolean is weapon found. Okay, that seems to be fine. Yeah, that's yeah, weapon not found. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, looks fine to me. Yeah. All right, next one. Set current weapon. Oh, I already stopped this. Current weapon primary. Current weapon primary macros. Let's create this one. And it's got a primary weapon as a boolean. Yeah. Okay, seems to be fine. Yeah, we just put it in the weapon category. Yeah, I already did this. Okay, that seems to be fine. We did all of the macroses here, so macroses are done. Next, let's create the interfaces. Let's see. So macroses are done. Let's create the interfaces, and first one is the weapon interface. So it's called get shoot condition. For some reason it's down here. So we need to set up the same way. Shoot condition. Oh, it's a function. Yeah. So we need to set the functions first. Okay, let's put away interfaces for a while and actually copy the functions. So the functions, there are a lot of them. We need to copy all of these functions. Shoot condition, first one. Yeah, actually, let's copy it with the return value. Just like so. Put it in the weapon category and make it a pure cast. Make it a pure yeah, function. Okay, this seems to be fine. Okay, next function. Next function, crouch spreading multiply. Crouch spreading multiply. Let's copy all of this stuff here. everything seems to be fine here. We'll just need to connect these pins, and it's called change. Oh, it's called change weapon. And the function is in weapon category. And I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. Okay, next one. Next one, set weapon param. Oh, actually, let's just paste it a bit farther away from the this entry function. Okay, what do we have here? We need to connect this. We need to connect this pin. Let's see. Everything else seems to be fine. So let's set up the function itself. Weapon. Oh, this one is called weapon available weapon index. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, and that's it. This function is done. Next function is add weapon. Okay, add weapon. Let's actually put it in the weapon category altogether. Okay, and copy all of this code here. Okay, and there we have some variable that we didn't create it. Create variable. We just create this variable that is not created for some reason. This variable will be the inventory variable. Category, inventory category. Let's compile and see if we have any errors. No, we don't. Okay. That seems to be fine. Oh yeah, we need to name this input a bit differently. Okay, next one. Next function will be which one? Oh yeah, this was the one I weapon. Drop item weapon. Okay, let's create this function. Let's copy this code here. And I think, yeah, and it's got a weapon param, which goes right to the set weapon param. Okay, set weapon param goes here. And the weapon param, yeah. Okay, this function is ready. Put it in the weapon category, compile. Yep, everything seems to be okay. Next one is drop weapon, attach weapon to holster. Let's open it up. Let's create this function. Attach weapon to holster. And we have a primary weapon bool. Okay. Category weapon for this function seems to be fine. Yeah. Seems to be fine. Okay, next one is attach weapon to hand. Let's create this one. Same way. Now it's called primary weapon. Compile. And everything seems to be working fine. Okay, yeah, just need to place it in the weapon category. Next one. Add weapon melee. Yeah. So this function, again, put it in the weapon category. Add weapon, oh, yeah, where it is. Add weapon map. Open this up. Copy everything here, every code. Let's see what we have here. Weapon index and manager, and weapon index. Let's call it the same way. Let's actually go to the up. Okay. It seems to be fine if every variable is here. Yeah, every variable is here. Okay, next one. Add weapon melee. Drop item weapon melee. Drop item weapon melee. Oops. Oh. Yeah, let's just copy again. So, what do we have here? Weapon melee. Let's place it in the correct category. Rename this pin. And that's it, I think. Yep, that's it. Okay, next one is save weapon. Save weapon. Let's open it up. Again, it's a weapon category. It's got an input. Oh yeah, let's copy the code first. Boom. Yeah, we need to put it away with it. Connect this and do. Sorry, do this. Name it correctly. Let's see, the function is fine. Everything seems to be fine here. Okay, next one. Next one is movement functions. Do we need a movement functions? I don't think so, but I don't think so. I don't think we need these functions at all, to be honest. Let's copy the get inventory item function first. Yeah, so it's an inventory category, and it's pretty simple. Yeah, call it item name. Yeah, that's it. Okay, next function is anim instance. Yeah, we don't need this. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we can go. That's all the functions we needed. We can go and set up the interfaces. That's the most important part. So let's set up the interfaces. Let's set up the get should condition first. Okay, should condition. We now have this function, as you can see. So let's set it up. Now let's set it up the get unique time. Okay, so what we have here, yeah, we have already the return node, so let's just connect this. Current primary weapon macros. It's using the current primary weapon macros, so we need to find this macros. Current primary, yeah, here it is, and connect it here. All right, this thing is set it up. Yeah, this interface set it up. So next one, get should direction, and it's just set it up with this, like so. Yeah. Next one is get ammo in pocket. And we need to copy this code and connect it accordingly, and that's it. Next one, get melee status. Get melee status. Oh, melee weapon, sorry. What's... oh yeah, get melee weapon. Melee weapon. Let's do copy this. That's pretty simple one. Next one, get item in hand. And next one, get states. Get states. So this one is aim, this one is armed, and this one is has capsule hide. So next one, get states here. Get item in hand. Oh yeah, I already said that. Get weapon mesh now. Get weapon mesh. Second one. Yeah. Let's set it up like this. And next one is get components. Get components. Set them up accordingly. Just connect the pins and that's it. Okay, save. Now, next one is the target interfaces. Get target state. Let's see what we have here. Get target state. Just is dead. Just need to connect this. It's dead. Get target. Get target. No, nothing here. Get target location for shoot. Get target location for shoot. That's it. Get target location for shoot. Get takedown type. Get takedown type. Nothing here. Get target group. Get target group. Yeah. Okay, we don't have this variable for some reason. Let's create this variable. And yeah, you actually need to set it up with this value. Copy. Oh, by the way, it's category target. Yeah. Now let's set it up this value for this variable. Player team. Now next one is get takedown type. Get takedown type. Oh, nothing there. Get target. Okay, so next one is get melee. Get additional melee distance. Yeah, get additional melee distance. Nothing here. Get target grow. Target enemy tag. Target enemy tag. Nothing here. Okay. Okay, so that's it. The interfaces are set up correctly, and I think that's pretty much all we need to do to set up our character. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, I don't remember if we need to set up anything else, but if we need, I'll do it later in the part 2, in the video part 2. So, so yeah, that should be probably all for part 1 video, the setup video, and I'll see you in the next one. So, thank you.